Alright, fuckers, welcome back to the Hearts of Midlothian 2017 Football Manager Career Mode. And today, man, we've got a huge episode. Last time out in episode 10, we did defeat, I can't even remember who it was some shitey team in the cup. It was Elgin City, yeah, we defeated Elgin City. We moved into the next round of the Scottish Cup where we got an away tie against St Mirren or Dundee United. Kind of a tricky tie, but at least we avoided a Premier League team. But anyway, today it is the Old Firm. We're taking on Celtic and Rangers. There you can see the league table. Celtic currently in front with 49 points. Dundee and Aberdeen behind them, joint in second place on 39. We're a fuller 4 points back. And then we have Hamilton in 5th and Rangers down in 6th place, 7 points behind us. So I would love to commit to this episode, keeping the 7-point gap with Rangers, and if we can defeat them, then it guarantees that that is the least we do. But if we can get the double here, if we can beat Celtic and Rangers, that would be fucking ecstatic, man. That would be great. You see, Celtic have only lost 2 games this season, and they've lost it to the 2 teams behind them, Dundee and Aberdeen. Well, there's 11 teams behind them, but you know what I mean. They've lost to the 2 teams directly behind them, Dundee and Aberdeen. So Celtic is going to be a tough game. We already know that. But hopefully, man, we can do something. We're away from home. We are going to Parkhead, so it is going to be hard. You can see some of our stats there. We've got Bourne Johnson. He is our top goal scorer, 9 goals, and Jamie Walker with 7 assists. So we'll need our best players to definitely step up and be counted here today when we take on Celtic. As far as the team selection goes, we do not have Perry Kitchen available. He got suspended due to that red card in the last match. So see, this team is kind of, we changed it around a bit for that Scottish Cup, so we're going to go about and kind of get us back to our full fit team here. We also have Shum and Reras unavailable due to being on international duty, but this is the team that we're going to go with. Hamilton, Patterson, Avlanitas, Hughes, Soha, Cholese, Don Cowie, Good Johnson, Walker, Ismail Concalves and Johnson. Well, actually, I think we might go with Sammy Nicholson out wide actually instead of him, so fuck it, I made a mistake there. We'll go with Sammy Nicholson. Hopefully this team will do the job. We're not going to be going attacking though, we're going to be going on counter. And I think we'll be playing a pretty structured game because, of course, we don't want to get destroyed by them, you know what I mean? So we'll kind of try and keep things a bit tight. No surprise to see Celtic 1-6 favourites. We're 10-1, so if you fancy a punt on us, then you'll make quite a lot of money. That's if we get the win. And so look at that, the formation basically the same. They've got, although they've got Dembele up front, we've got Bourne Johnson, we've got Sinclair and Griffiths, we've got Walker and Nicholson. No offence to Walker and Nicholson, big fan of them, but I mean their front three does look a lot better than ours. Midfield got Rogic, Bitton, Roca, Tierney, Savichenko, Cole 2 and Lustig the back 4, and then obviously Craig Gordon and nets. Going to be a tough game, but hopefully we get a result, man. If we could get a draw here then beat Rangers, that would be fucking fantastic. Whether we're going to get that or not, I don't quite know, but we'll see what happens. See if we can go express yourselves. You know what happened last time, and a lot of people look motivated, so that's good. Hopefully that motivation shows in the match. Looks like it's slightly raining also, so will that be into our advantage? I don't quite know, but fuck it, no excuses. Raining, sunny, snowy, even if there's shit falling for the sky, man, doesn't really matter. Celtic against Hearts. Hopefully we can get a good job done today and we can pick up at least a point. It's got 4 other games on at the moment, and Celtic they're having a shot in the first 20 odd seconds, but nowhere near Jack Hamilton, certainly not going to trouble him. Aberdeen are playing Dundee, so that's going to be a good game, both of them, like I said, currently 2nd and 3rd. Both 10 points behind Celtic, so you'd feel if there is a title challenge going, you feel one of them has to win that realistically. You can't really fall any more than 10 points behind if you want to be in a title race. Johnson's just lost out there, falls to Sinclair now, and he's not going to miss that. Look at that, just takes it in the defence, fucking easy. Absolute piss from the Hearts lads. Someone should have closed them down, but they didn't. And Sinclair scores. This is not looking good. Definitely not. And I just don't like how easy he got past the whole defence there, man. Just fucking, without a hassle, just went right through us. So I don't know what we're going to do about that, man. It's absolutely fucking boiling though, I know that much. Sweat is pissing off me, dripping all over the keyboard, man. It's making me fucking probably end up bringing on Emily Heskey in a minute, man. Like, what the fuck? Keyboard just freaking out, malfunctioning. I think Dundee's just took the lead against Aberdeen, have they? I think they did. Yeah, they have. Ivan Ildo there with the goal, so Dundee currently winning, and they will stay second in the league if they can hold on. But we've got a free kick here. Good job. Oh, nice ball for Good Johnson. It's Jamie. What? I know, what the fuck was that? What a chance! But the clearance isn't that good. But it falls to Griffiths. Griffiths punts it up, heads down by Hughes. Good Johnson spreads it back to Avlanitas. Avlanitas tries to come forward, and its passes pish. It's intercepted by Roca. To Betten. To Rogic. Nice through ball there. Through to Dembele's 1-on-1. And there you go. It's 2-0. Easy as that. What can we do about that, man? Not a lot. Moussa Dembele, 21st goal of the season. Celtic are on fire, and it looks like we could be getting a bad humping today. We could be taking it up the ass without the lube. It's not looking good, is it? Definitely not. 2-0. And don't see much. I don't see any way back for us at the moment. Inverness are beating Partick 2-1. Ross County's beating Kilmarnock 1-0. Hamilton beating St Johnstone 1-0. Partick Thistle have equalised. They're back on level terms. They came from 2-0 down there, so fair play to them. But as we go into the half-time break, it's not great. We need to tell the lads that we need to see something else, man. We need to definitely see something else in the second half. I expect a much better showing. Hopefully that works. Don't think anything really works when you're away from home at Celtic and they're in this form with Brendan Rodgers managing them, but I don't know, you just got to tell the lads something and hope for the best. So we're trying to get the second half underway there. You can see possession's been pretty equal, but Celtic having all the chances. We've had two, both off target though. We can't really come close. Right, we need to close them down. Now Partick Thistle have completed the comeback. They were 2-0 down and they lead 3-2 against Inverness. So Partick Thistle doing a great job there. Now you see they've actually moved above Rangers now in the league, albeit Rangers play tomorrow. But as things stand, Partick Thistle are now in the top 6. Avlanitas with a free kick, man. If the next goal's vital, if we get it, there's a chance we can snatch the draw. If they get it, then it is game over. We are good. Night, man, we're dead. That's all. It's as simple as that. It's Cowie. It's on a yellow. I can't afford to get booked again. Hard enough with 11 men, never mind 10. Johnson, can he try and spin the defender? No, he's got out wide. He finds Soa. His cross is just absolute shite, and Tierney now picks up the ball and comes away with it. Finds a ball down and should have been intercepted by Soa, but somehow gets through to Dembele, which was not in the plan. Dembele out wide, in midfield to Betten. Roca out wide again to Dembele. He's got past the defence, it's slotted in and it's took a deflection, and that probably will be a corner kick. Avlanitas there managing to get the block on that before it found its way through to Lee Griffiths. It surely would have been 3-0. Lee Griffiths wasn't going to miss for there. Headed away into the 6-yard box. Colo Toure picks it up and Don Cowie wins it, and he just punts it away. What a chance. We could have tried to counter there, but Don Cowie had other things in mind and just kicked it away. Disappointing. Can't build, can't do fuck all. Headed away, but picked up by Tierney. Betten, and the pressure's just going to come straight back onto us, you feel. Roca to Betten again. Celtic just spreading the ball about rather nicely at the moment. Rogic to Sinclair. Roca. Betten. I think Roca's just a loan signing. He appears to be a good player. Typical Spanish CDM passing it about for fun, and there you go, talking about for fun. Dembele is scoring for fun. He's totally ripping it apart today, and it is 3-0 now, and that is definitely a game over. 22nd goal of the season. I think we'll just make some substitutions now, and this game will be seen out because it's been absolutely shocking, isn't it? Going to take off Walker, he's had a poor game. We'll bring on Delaney. Bring on Delaney for Aaron Hughes. You know what? We'll give Matthew Knox a chance up front, because why the fuck not? I mean, game's over anyway. May as well get the wee kid some experience. So when they go Walker, Aaron Hughes off, as is Bourne Johnson, Knox, Delaney, and that other prick who I cannot remember on. 22 minutes ago, and there's been nothing, man. You know what? I'm going to go attacking. Fucking hell, Dan Cowie's already on a yellow, and there you go. He's just. I was going to go attacking, but fuck that. I'm going to have to change it, because now we'll just get totally ripped apart with 10 men. So fuck this. We're going to have just to go back to the pitch and just go to contain, try and see out the 3-0 defeat. I know it's negative, I know it's not what you want, it's not what I want either, but what can you do? If we go attacking, we're just going to concede more and more. And we really don't need this 3-0 is bad enough, but we do not need this to end up like 6-7-0, man. That would just be embarrassing. And we don't need a record defeat like that. So we're just going to try and see it out for 3-0 to Johnson. Backwards to Avlanitis, to Cholis. Two Greek internationals combining, well, former internationals. Johnson to Delaney. And Roca there with interception. Knox couldn't find it, and now Rogic trying to get the ball forward fast. Griffiths to Rogic. Rogic through to Dembele. Back to Roca. Celtic here just taking the piss out of us now, just passing it. Look at that, lovely through ball to Rogic in the middle of the field. Can he shoot? No, he decides to play it to Sinclair. Sinclair does shoot though, and Sinclair scores. There you go, 4-0. And that just completes a fucking complete hammer in there for Celtic, man. 2 goals for Sinclair, 2 goals for Dembele. It's been great stuff from them. Now they're making some substitutions. They've got this game won. They brought on Simovic and Roberts. And yeah, it's game over. Good night. It was already over, but 4-0, an emphatic win. Fuck me. The heat, man, it's absolutely... It's about 28 degrees here in Northern Ireland, man. Absolutely mental. Roberts. Good save, finally. Hamilton does something right. Stops us conceding another goal. But I wouldn't be surprised if Celtic have at least another one in here. Could see this ending 5-0. Who knows, maybe even 6. Rogic first to it. Roberts whipped in. Patterson heads it away. Falls to Rogic into Bitton. Roca. What a shot. Oh my god, off the line. Foul. Oh, it's offside. Moussa Dembele caught offside there. But what a shot that was. Great chance again. Would have been another wonderful goal, but not quite. Now it's Lustig's turn to be caught offside. Just want to see this game out now, surely. Come on. Free kick for Hearts. Can we get an equaliser for Elish? Can we get a constellation? Patterson, come on, you whip this in. Do not fucking lose it. Big Callum. Avlanitis. He's not got many men for support, and he has to go all the way back to Jack Hamilton. Very poor performance. Well, I put this one behind us. What was I thinking, actually believing I could come here and get a point or something? What the fuck was I talking about? Roberts now. Bursting forward again, plays it behind Dembele, kind of takes all the momentum out the attack, but Celtic coming forward anyway again regardless. Sinclair, he could shoot, he's going to keep on going, he spreads it out to Lustig, ball back post, falls on to Tom Rogic. Sinclair, hat-trick, no, Dembele, shot, Rogic's goal. Took about 10 deflections, man, it finally fell to Rogic, he blasted it, man, there you go. In past the keeper, 5-0, and this is just absolutely diabolical, I don't know. I hope this one doesn't last long, man. Hopefully the team can bounce back quickly and go over this. I mean, it's not ideal, nowhere near ideal going into the Rangers game. Surely that's going to do it. Celtic have got time for one more attack. They find Dembele. Can Dembele make it 6 now? No, he can't. Hamilton gets rid of it, and that should do it. Knox picks it up, but surely Knox ain't going to have time to do anything. Matthew Knox just loses the ball. And now Celtic, I mean, what's the referee waiting on? Come on, finally 30 seconds later. I mean, was there really need for all that extra time? We're already beat, like, the referee just adding in some more pain and suffering. But yeah, terrible performance, and we will need to make sure they know that. It was fucking dreadful. I'm not happy with that performance out there. Most of the players have reacted positively from it, so good. You see 24 shots to our 3, we didn't have a shot on target, they had 13 shots on target. And in the other scores, the main score is, well, surprising, look at that, Ross County defeated Kilmarnock away from home. Great result from them, but I think the other biggest game the other day, Dundee defeating Aberdeen, and they move 3 points clear of Aberdeen now into 2nd place. So, there you go, Celtic, 10-man Celtic lose to Hearts. It wouldn't matter, we could have had about 200 men to be honest, and we would have lost anyway, so not really. So we'll go there to the press conference now. Rangers have been the surprise story of the Irish Premiership season so far. For all the wrong reasons, as our previously lofty ambitions have given way to considerable turmoil. What have you made of them? I fully expect them. They're too good to struggle for much longer. We'll see a resurgence in the near future. That was Jamie Walker's 125th league appearance for Arthur Midlothian. Just how important a player has he been for this club? Yeah, he's great. It was an appalling result and the players know exactly how I feel. And we will be dealing with it. Your disappointment defeat must be compounded by the say that yeah, we didn't get a shot on target. Yeah, I don't need to rub it in. Sinclair was great. We weren't. Celtic were good. We were pissed. We know the score. Don Cowie will be on the receiving end of an automatic one-match ban. I'll issue a warning. Just Jessica Johnston is now 1 appearance away from making 15 league appearances, which will trigger a contract clause that would add an additional year onto his contract. Don't quite know if he wants to stay, but I guess I'd take him for another year. It's good Johnson. He is a legend, so you know it is what it is, guys. But yeah, that defeat was really disappointing. We play Rangers in 4 days' time. Hopefully, we can bounce back from that. And I think if we beat Rangers, I think we'll be all right. But my worry is that we lose to the Rangers, and I don't know. I just think a double loss here, 2 losses in a row. Rangers will close the gap to us. We'll fall further behind Dundee and Aberdeen. I think confidence will be an all-time low, so hopefully we can get the win at Tynecastle, and I think if we can get the win against Rangers, bounce back and show that we've put that Celtic defeat behind us, then I'll be content with this episode. Obviously, I'm never going to be happy losing 5-0, but if we can defeat Rangers, then it won't be the worst episode ever, will it, guys? Well, I don't know, 5-0 is pretty shite, like. So the transfer window has closed. It wasn't the busiest one. Celtic did the most, they were the busiest team in the SPL, did the most deals. Brought in Masuka from West Ham, 37.28k. Brought in Matthews, Brazilian guy, for 1.99 million. He looks pretty decent, 22-year-old Brazilian midfielder. He's got 4 caps for under 20, so he must be pretty good. Yeah, he would be our best player, so yeah, he looks like a good player for Celtic. That is a good signing. And they also brought in Lewis Cook for a 4-month loan. Another good player. He will slot into the midfield. So yeah, I mean, I don't think this is necessary. The league's probably already won. Why they would bring in a loan player and potentially pay that extra money when it's not as if they can't really build for next season. He's not going to be there. Maybe they'll try and get him on a permanent deal. I don't know what the thinking is behind it, but I just think a loan signing when this league's already wrapped up just kind of seemed weird. Michael Devlin, he left. Who was he? Hamilton earlier in the season, so he's already back in Scotland. Obviously his time down south with Bristol City didn't work out. I think Bristol City bought him for like what, 350k or something like that. Rangers have paid a bit more than that, so Bristol City almost doubling what they spent. So Michael Devlin back in the Premier League, back with Rangers. Aberdeen brought in Michael Doughty for QPR. One player from Bristol City came to the league. Another player left from the league to go to Bristol City, and that was Brian Easton for St Johnstone. 28-year-old left back. Got 3 caps for under 20 team in Scotland, and then you also had Kevin Nesbitt going out on loan to Clyde for Partick Thistle. All around the world, biggest transfer was Vincent Janssen leaving Tottenham, going to Southampton for 14 million. He never really kicked off at Tottenham, could never really get any game time. Had a couple of opportunities when Harry Kane was injured, but never really impressed. And he's went to Southampton, and not really many other notable signings. They've got Colongo going to AS Roma from Feyenoord, and who else? Gnabry, former Arsenal player, he's back to the Premier League, and this time he's with Manchester City, having left Werder Bremen. So that's it with the transfers. Nothing major. We tried to bring in Stevie May, couldn't happen, so unfortunately we didn't get him, but I might try again in the summer. Who knows, if we have a little bit of money to spend. Stevie May is a player that I would like to add to the squad. Alright, so now it's time for the second game of the episode. The Old Firm doubleheader ends with Rangers with 4 points in front. If they beat us, the gap will be a point, so that would be disastrous. We're 7 points behind Dundee. We probably won't finish in front of Aberdeen, so Dundee's probably the team that we're going to have to beat if we want into the top 4 and to get the top 3 even, and to get the Europa League qualifying position. So we can't really afford to drop further behind Dundee either. We're going to go controlled, we're going to go fluid. Unfortunately, Don Cowie is unavailable. We also have Dusham unavailable. He's back, but he's not really fit to play, and Reras is still on international duty. We have Kitchen though, who was suspended. He can come back in and do a job. And who else do we want? Do we got to give anyone else a chance? I don't quite know if we should actually start Johnson or not. I mean, we could put Dusham on he wants a rest, though. Fuck it, we'll rest him. Reras still isn't available. We'll play Struna because I don't think Soa didn't have a great game. Struna can play left back, albeit he's not particularly great at it. What about Hughes? What's Hughes' ratings like? 6.86. I think we'll drop him maybe. Who should we bring in? Maybe John Suter. We'll give John Suter again. And he can play ball playing centre, defender, and AI. So ball playing defender, defend. I think that's the team we're going to go with. Do we give Johnson another go up front over Liam Boyce? I think we do. Fuck it, that's what we're going to go with. Johnson gets another chance here. This will trigger his extension, so it looks like Johnson is going to be staying for next season. So we're favourites for this game, which is not really surprising, and BBC Sport reckon we will be able to get the victory. Danny Wilson and John Terrell are missing for Rangers, and that should be quite a big blow for them, so pretty good there. They're playing a 4-5-1 as well, but theirs is slightly more attacking than us. They have an extra man up in behind the striker, whereas we have our extra man like in between the defence and midfield. So they're lining up with Tavernier, Senderos, Hill, Wallace, Bobbin, Heinemann, Mackay, Hope, Faghorn, who is fucking shite, so if he's playing that's great, and following him in nets. Hopefully we can get the win here. I pray that we can. Well, apparently we're going to be tight marking Jason Holt. I think we're going to be, let's be passionate, I think. There we go. We owe Rangers after what they must have beat us in our last match as well, so fuck it. Yeah, they did actually, so we'll get some revenge. Anyway, Rangers kicking off. Rangers are -1 goal difference, we're on 1, so look at that, Celtic on 35. That is absolutely unbelievable. Dundee on 17 so it just goes to show that Dundee just haven't been nicking wins and shit like that. They have actually been legitimately, you know, picking up, they must be picking up 2-3-0 gap victories, because otherwise their goal difference wouldn't suggest that they're currently on 17 plus, so Dundee are having a great season, and we need to win this to try and catch them. 3 shots after 20 minutes, all off target though. Rangers only having the 1 shot, but the else has been on target. Partick Thistle currently winning, so Inverness are defeating Hamilton at home. But Dundee at home at Dens Park taking on Kilmarnock, who are down the bottom of the league, so if Kilmarnock could do us a big favour today and take some points off them, that would be great. But anyway, we've got a corner kick now. Jamie Walker whipping it in. And straight into the hands of Foderingham. Absolute dog shit. We need better delivery than that for Jamie Walker. Key player. Someone that I'm desperate here to keep at Tynecastle. Do not want him to go. Wallace there with an interception. Stops Sammy Nick. Right, don't know what happened there, man. It froze or something. But anyway, we're back in action now. Unpause this. Johnson on the outside of the box, and he's played a poor ball there to Walker. We were in promising position, and he just decides to go back the way. Very negative there for Big Born Johnson, but there's a ball whipped in for Kitchen, and it's pretty pathetic. It was brilliant for Kitchen. It deserved a goal at the end of it. It says the commentary here, and I don't know what fucking game they're watching. Must be blind as shit, because that was an absolute crap cross, man. Definitely didn't deserve a goal, and we've not been great. I suppose the only positive is we're being better than Rangers, but I mean they've been pretty shite too. So, fuck, come on. Tell them if they keep going, they can still win. Someone switched off. Good Johnson, prick, paying him $2.5 a week, man. He fucking can't even score a goal to save his life. Definitely expect it better when we signed the Icelandic legend. He's just not really lived up to the hype or the status or the myth. Not lived up to shit. Anyway, Rangers have brought on Kenny Millett and Dodo. Gives them fresh legs and more pace up front. Well, especially with Dodo. Kenny Millett at his age, man. When you get to about 65, the pace does kind of go, and Kenny Millett is certainly about 20 years further past that, so don't be expecting him to sprint past any of our defenders. Not a lot happening now. We've got Avlanitis and Struner, two of our back four, currently on the only players that are above a 7 rating. Just absolutely jack happening. We do have a corner now for Rangers. Tavernier went in. It's headed away. It's fallen to Mackay. Big Barry Mackay here is running. Takes a shot though, and it's just hit the side netting, but a rather poor shot there. Never troubling Jack Hamilton. And I think it is now time that we make our substitutions here. 19 minutes to go. Have to try and change something because we're just not really creating nothing at the moment. Need to find a way to get in this game. I think we'll bring on Ismail for Sam Nicholson. Bourne Johnson's been pish, man, so I think we'll bring on Liam Boyce. Give him a chance, and anyone else? I don't quite know. We've got Matthew Knox, who we could potentially bring on. Aaron Hughes. We'll leave it with these two for now. I mean, we don't really have any more attacking players. We have Shuhum, but he's currently tired. We had to rest him. Could have really done with getting Stevie May in. Just that attacking threat. I mean, we've got a good 11, but I don't think past that we don't seem to have much. Anyway, big throw in. Fake Alan Patterson. It's headed on. Dodo clears it at the back post though. Strunert picks it up. The Kitchen, and the highlight just fucking ends. I was expecting a dramatic moment there. We did not get it. And with only 12 minutes to go, I don't think we're going to have many more chances in this game. We've got Patterson now on a 7.5. Our defence has been good. Hamlin's been good, albeit it's not had much to do. But both the attacking options in this game have been really poor. Rangers and Hearts just not being much happening. Kitchen now. Back to Johnson, Chalise, Kitchen, Avlanitis. We just can't seem to break Rangers down now. They're pouring out, pushing us back. Can we create one last chance? It's up into Liam Boyce. He heads it on, but Senderos will come out and collect that. Fucking hell, Dundee have equalised in the 90th minute. So it looked like we were going to gain a point in them, but now unless Isma can... He finds Good Johnson tries to find Liam Boyce, but his pass blocked by Rossiter. Rossiter comes forward now with Dodo. 8 seconds to go. We can't afford to lose it. I think now that's probably going to do it. It's probably going to draw. It'd be sickening if we lost at this stage of the game. Now there you go. Full time. We've ended up drawing with Rangers. Not a great result, but at least we didn't lose. But it was disappointing, and I'll be letting the team know that. Definitely expect it better than that. Assertive. I'm far from pleased with what I just saw. Well, look at that. We doubled the amount of shots, really. We were the better team. I'm not denying it. We were the better than Rangers, but we weren't great, you know, and at the end of the day, I don't know if you deserve to win a game for just not being as bad as your opponent. All we can do is pick ourselves up. Ipswich boss McCarthy was seen at Tynecastle. He's watching Andras Struna. Well, I'm wanting to keep Andras Struna. Don't intend to be letting him go, and hopefully that. Well, I say hopefully. I'm not going to sell him, so I mean, they can come in with a bid if they want, but he'll be staying at Tynecastle. That's all I know. So up next we have Motherwell in the league, but we won't be back for that. We'll have a quick look at the league table, then we'll have a look at the schedule, and we'll see what games we're going to be back for. But episode 11, huge episode, Old Firm double. Would have preferred to have ended it on a bit higher note than this. I mean, we didn't pick up a win. We got 1 point, and we did not bring in any players, so not very eventful in the transfer market, and nothing spectacular happened on the pitch. But I mean, fuck it, we're still sitting in fourth, aren't we? Yeah, we're fourth. 3 points behind Aberdeen. 7.9. Wait, did Dundee get a late win? You fucking shitting me, man. No way, do not tell me they actually won that game. That is a joke. Look at that. E11 in the 91st minute, and then a James Vincent penalty in the 93rd. Fuck's sake. Really, really disappointing there. So that's them 9 points in front. That is going to be hard to close back. Aberdeen are 3 in front, but they have a game in hand. They could make it 6. I think their game in hand is against, well, it's against Celtic, so maybe not. Maybe the gap will be staying at 3. But there you go. There is the league table. So hopefully we need to, I don't know, we need to close the gap down. I don't know what we're going to do. We have Motherwell up next. Then we will probably come back and we will probably do the Scottish Cup 5th round against Dundee United. And then we have a bunch of games that I don't think we'll play any of these. I'll play these offline. Inverness, Partick Thistle, Ross County, Hamilton. And then we'll probably come back and we'll do the Aberdeen game and the Celtic game, and then we'll take it from there, guys. But all in all, I mean, if we want to get into top 3, we're going to have to start picking up wins. In terms of the league, our next 5 games, we've got away to Motherwell, home Inverness, away to Partick, home to County, and home to Hamilton. I think we should be able to pick up a good amount of points from then. If we could look for at least 3 wins, if we can pick up 4, great. But I think we need at least 3 wins out of our next 5 games, and hopefully we pick that up, and we'll see what it's looking like when we come around to those tough games against Aberdeen and Celtic. But hopefully we'll close the gap by then, guys. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like down below, and let me know what you think of the series. Let me know how you think results are going. If there's anybody you want me to try and buy in the summer, let me know. If there's anybody in the team you think deserves more game time, or you think there's someone that should be dropped, let me know all that good shit down below. I appreciate your comments, and when I see comments I actually know people are enjoying the series, and it makes me want to do it more, and it does make me upload it regularly. I mean, likes are alright, but I prefer the comments. The comments are the shit, you know what I mean? They let you know what's happening, and they let you know what people's thinking, and it's you guys that matter. So that's going to do it, guys. Until next time, this has been the Hearts of Midlothian Football Manager 2017 Career Mode. Peace.